Hi everyone! Today we're talking about a huge pain point in online shopping and the AI technology that can solve it. So imagine you land on an online store, you're not totally sure of what you want, so you start looking for it. And suddenly you're buried in filters and categories and you end up with search results that don't quite hit the mark. At this point, you either give up or you settle for something that's kind of close enough. And it's a very frustrating experience, also for store owners, because it's lost revenue. In this video, we're talking about how AI shopping assistants are fixing exactly that. And specifically, how DoFinder's AI assistant is at the forefront of that change. So, before we go into how AI shopping assistants can increase your store's revenue, it's worth taking a moment to understand what an AI shopping assistant really is, because it's quite different from the basic chatbots you've probably encountered before. So think of it like a knowledgeable store employee who has read every single product description, every specification sheet, and every single piece of information about every single item you sell. You feed it your product catalog, as well as any other useful documentation you might have. So your store policies, shipping and return rules, FAQs, whatever you've got. And it uses all of that to hold genuinely helpful conversations with your customers right there on your website. An AI assistant understands context, intent, and nuance, so it can point shoppers in the right direction, even when they're not quite sure what they're looking for themselves. The result that you now have is an AI assistant that's capable of helping across the entire shopping journey, from driving sales to improving the customer experience from start to finish. So now that we've got that covered, let's dive into the 5 ways you can put an advanced AI assistant to work. So this is the most obvious one, and we already touched on it a little bit, but AI assistants are an amazing tool for personalized product discovery. So rather than struggling to figure out what to search for or struggling through countless categories, you can simply tell the assistant what you need in the exact language you'd normally use, and it takes care of all the rest. So for instance, if you're unsure which tennis shoes are the best under 80 euros, all you have to do is ask, and the assistant processes your request, filters through the options based on your preferences, and presents shoes that perfectly match your criteria. So it's very quick and it's easy and completely customized. If you're selling technical products like electronics, supplements, or very specialized equipment, customers usually have very detailed questions. And if they can't find the answers very quickly, they might leave your store. With an AI assistant, you upload your product data and it handles those questions instantly. So any information about specifications, materials, sizing, or compatibility, anything quite literally. So let's say a shopper is searching for a cream for rosacea in a pharmacy store. They get informed about how the product works, along with a selection of relevant products. No support agent needed. Also, it's quite good to mention here that studies have found that shoppers complete purchases significantly faster when assisted by a digital shopping assistant. And a big part of that reason is simply having accurate information available on demand without having to wait for a support agent helps a lot. When shoppers feel informed, they feel confident, and that is when they buy. Your store doesn't close, so your support shouldn't either. An advanced AI assistant is available around the clock and supports multiple languages, which is critical when you consider that e-commerce oftentimes is global. Up to 95% of customer interactions are already being initiated via AI chatbots. And a large percentage of those customers have said they actually prefer chatbots over human agents because of the faster response times. So whether someone's shopping from London or Sao Paulo at 2 a.m., they get immediate answers without any waiting time. One of the most powerful features of a well-built AI assistant is that it learns from each interaction. Every conversation teaches the assistant something, what shoppers gravitate towards, how they phrase their needs, and what they keep coming back for. Over time, the assistant gets meaningfully better at predicting what each customer wants. And this means that the more you use it, the better it gets at understanding your needs. So for example, if you often look for eco-friendly products, the assistant will start prioritizing those options, making sure that future shopping experiences are even more personalized. AI assistants are not just a win for shoppers, they're a game changer for merchants too. Every conversation your assistant has is a data point, and over time, that adds up to a clearer picture of your customers than you've ever had before. You can see exactly what shoppers are searching for, whether that's around dining table or specific material or size. But more importantly, you get alerted when the assistant can't find an answer. If customers are repeatedly asking about something your store doesn't carry or your catalog doesn't cover, you'll know it. And that's a direct signal to expand your range, update your documentation, or refine your product catalog, all based on real demand and no guesswork involved. All right, so there you have it. AI shopping assistants are changing the game. But the results we've been talking about today don't come from just any chatbot. They come from assistants built specifically for e-commerce with the depth and intelligence to handle real shopping conversations. That's exactly what DoFinder's AI assistant is designed for. If you want to see what it can do for your store, click the link in the bio, and we'll hope to see you in the next video. Thank you.